let's move on to our favorite guy, Declan Rice. I feel like every week at this point we're doing like Rice Watch or something.
I'm telling you, Rice Watch.
Going over to the cooker, looking to see
Bro,
if
is
it's boiled
it
yet.
done? Is it boiled yet? Oh, bro, it's
Like,
long, man.
We've got to that point. Like I alluded to early on in the podcast, like obviously Arsenal reported the favourites.
Yeah.
Arsenal made bid didn't bang. Man City came in, said that they're basically ready to make a bid and match it and stuff. It now seems, again, as it's been reported, that Arsenal are in pole position. Declan has said he will choose Arsenal over Man City. It's just a matter of the deal getting done.
Yeah.
Apparently Arsenal are set to make a third bid or have made a third bid at this point. Where are you emotionally with the happenings of this deal?
I'm starting to get a bit worn out, mate, I'll be honest with you, because let's have it right. We said, as soon as man lifted the trophy, we were saying to Edu, put the bid in yesterday, like those sort of vibes. And, you know, I was never expecting the first bid to be accepted, you know, and I think you got to be a bit smart and think there is the rumor of, you know, United, Chelsea to an extent, City being interested. And although, you know, it's been linked that we've already done personal terms, he wants to come to us, you can't start off too high, because if other teams start bidding, even in a bit, with a plan to kind of get them to rise the price as high as it can, then, you know, you've got to start low at least, so, you know, you don't let that ceiling be too high. It was the second bid where I was a little bit like, I feel like you got to pull your finger out a bit. You know, I think 1-2 bid. I think the second bid definitely should have been something that felt more substantial, because I think we just went to 75 plus 15 or something like that, and then clearly they wanted more up front as well. I don't know what the structure of that deal was, and again, I heard that the bonuses were pretty unrealistic. Like, we'll give you 15 million if we win 3 Prems back to back or something dumb like that.
When you people haven't won one in 19 years,
imagine.
obviously 3.
So, bro, I heard it was something dumb like that. Like, it was just unrealistic bonuses, and some people spoke about it being similar to the Mudryk deal, and that's why Chelsea were able to sweep in, because the installments were better, the bonuses were realistic, and things like that. So obviously after hearing that, you know, you start to get the nightmares again of previous deals that, you know, Wenger's told us, I almost got this person, and, you know, we were linked with this person for so long, and they went this way, that way, you know,
so close to signing him.
I was so close to
you ask him how close it was.
Yeah, you ask him, what's he meant to say? Yeah, it's true, you know. You don't play for us, what's this? Yeah, I was getting shades of Suarez, of Higuain, of M. Villa, all these guys, bro. Yeah, I was getting shades of all these guys. So, and then obviously you hear City are involved, and you know that if it comes to money, and if Declan wants to go there, then we've lost. Literally, we've lost, because he's going to have better opportunity for trophies. There is a spot there for him now that Gundogan's gone. Bro, I'm just hoping. I'm hearing this third bid is meant to be in the region of 105. Now, I feel like that's more than enough for us, and West Ham need to just act right, because I know they're trying to squeeze out every last penny, but I think they're just they want this to go on as long as possible. They're trying to get every last bit of cash out of it, and I think it's a bit immature in my opinion, because you're not saying, but you're a big club in the sense that you've got money. Like, I don't understand this.
Nah, let's have it right. West Ham are doing what anyone would do, because this is their prized asset. They haven't got a player anywhere near the valuation of Declan Rice. Nowhere near. And they knew, like, 90 million when Arsenal was the first bid, however it was structured, it was about 90 million. That is more than enough for Rice.
Of course, you know this.
They wanted to encourage the bidding war.
Yeah.
So this rejecting and stalling and waiting, and Gundogan's going. Okay, let's wait and see what happens over there. Gundogan's gone. Man City come in now. Right, let's drive the price up, because we know Man City can maybe match that, or and give us all the cash up front, or exceed it and give us the cash up front, structure the deal better. Like, West Ham have played an absolute blinder. Like this is world class negotiating, and of course on our side of things, we don't like it. We don't want it like this.
Yeah, of course.
Let's call a spade a spade. If we were selling this player, we're doing something of a similar nature to get the best price possible. And like I think I said to you, I think Declan is in on it somewhat. I think Declan is you know, I want to go. But I will help you to kind of get the best price for me, or whatever the case is, to help the club, or whatever the case is. My question to you: do you think there's a point of maybe Arsenal dilly-dallying, where between maybe Declan and West Ham, they just go, "Yeah, no, we're not interested in you anymore. You're clearly not like moving this deal along quick enough if you want it done." Yeah, maybe wanting to embed in the first team pre-season training beforehand, and they just say Arsenal, we're looking elsewhere now. Right?
Well, I think so, bro. Because I think if the price gets to a point now, let's say they reject 105. Again, this is like it's getting to 105 with bonuses. For me, it can't be transfer fee anywhere more than 95 million. Personally, the bonuses might take it above it, and that gets spun in the media however it wants to be. But if it starts getting to over 100 million transfer fee, I would be like, yeah, we might as well go and get Caicedo. We might as well. There's obviously reports that Tonali's going to Newcastle. I was very happy for Arsenal to turn around and go and grab someone like him. More risky, obviously. Doesn't know the league. Italian, a lot slower. But I believe in his quality. I would have gone, you could spend like almost less than half of what you're going to spend on him and go get him and go get somebody else who's really good as well for cheaper. Because West Ham are not realising this man's only got a year left on his deal, Because now, if we leave it and City say, okay, we'll take him, City are not paying that much for him. City might now say, oh yeah, okay, well, we want a deal which involves Calvin Phillips. So it's going to be 30 plus Calvin Phillips. And they're going to say, take it or leave it. And if they say, no, we're not taking that, all of a sudden, Declan Rice, yeah, he's with you for another year, but you're losing him for free. And they cannot have that. So they've got they've got to be careful to know that, we can't push this too far, because now we believe obviously that Declan's on side. But if now you're saying, oh, Declan, you've got to stay one more year, you might just start thinking, when you got something in your head like, oh, I thought I was going to do this, and then it just crumbles, and now you got to stay for a bit longer. Then your head's not even there anymore. You're not going to be as productive. It might even hurt his value.
There's no chance in my book that happens. Like, what's his name? Sullivan has come out, the chairman has come out and said Declan is leaving this summer. Like, he blew his casket early. Like, he was just like, yeah, Declan wants to go, we're selling him, innit? Yeah. So I'm initiating the bidding war. You lot start. Yeah. Like, so yeah, I think it's definitely a case of him getting this sorted out. I think Arsenal need to make, if not complete it, we know these deals take forever, but if not completing it this coming week, Arsenal need to make giant strides to getting this done and over the line. So maybe the beginning, first week of July, we're announcing with all our pretty promo packages and videos and tweets and stuff that Declan is an Arsenal player. This needs to get, like I say, take giant strides over the next week. And as we've been saying, this is a massive deal in terms of Arsenal signing a player of this value, Arsenal bringing in an England international, a captain. I've seen a lot of people in the past couple of days like say, this is the biggest deal for Arsenal since Ozil, since Bergkamp, since Thierry. I mean, I want you to make a comparison. For me, it's definitely not since Bergkamp or Thierry, because Bergkamp, let's say, was underachieving when he was signed. He was like, Arsenal was a punt for him. The same with Thierry Henry, if we're honest. Even Vieira was an unknown quantity, when he came to Arsenal. Ozil, I don't know if we needed Ozil when we bought him.
No, we didn't. We didn't need Ozil.
It was a fantastic player that was available.
That's it, yeah.
And we got the deal done on deadline day. I've been going back and thinking, Sol Campbell, like at the time we signed Sol Campbell, especially because he came from Tottenham for free, was like it's. I feel like it doesn't feel like that was a big deal at times, but. I think just because of coming from Tottenham for free, after him saying last day of the season, I'm
Yeah,
staying.
I'm staying. My G.
I think this deal is somewhere as big as, definitely in terms of mainstream popularity, as Ozil.
Yeah.
But maybe as integral and smart as a Sol Campbell deal. But where would you kind of place it in its importance?
I think that's really good. I think it definitely hits the Ozil kind of level. I mean, I think the Ozil one obviously kind of will trump it purely because that was just a surprise, you know, especially in the day of, like, social media was still doing its thing. It was still growing, but, you know, it was still, you know, very established, but nobody knew about this. Wasn't reported, you know what I mean? So obviously we've known about this for ages, but in terms of the fandom, the stardom, definitely will be up there. But I think, like you said, because I think, was it the season that we got Campbell, or the season after we went to win the league, or we went, what was it?
The season after. I
think the season, So he came in, then he went partnered with Colo, and then it was curtains. You know what I mean? So I think to that extent, I don't know if I could think of another signing which has been that integral. I mean, I can't even think of a lot of amazing signings that we've made, you know.
You think of the big ones, and obviously the biggest at this point is Pepe. And that was met with a whole of who's this guy, one season wonder, 70 odd million, the manager doesn't even want him.
Exactly,
it was just very kind of mixed reactions. So man, I mean, we can keep thinking, but this is a massive deal for us. We know it just has to happen. It's about it,
bro. Like, I know, obviously I spoke previously about, you know, could it go another way if we decide to pull away, but I just think for the image of the club, I think as much as we've done so much good business with getting contracts sorted out, even the players that we've bought previously, like a Ramsdale, a White, a Tomiyasu, you know, all these players that have not really got much of a name elsewhere, and if they did, it was kind of like a negative one or just an okay one. You know, you could see, I don't know, Aston Villa signing these players and you wouldn't bat an eyelid, but they've come to Arsenal and they've excelled exceedingly. And now this is the first time we're seeing someone who is, well, maybe not the first time, but if, you know, he's known. There's a known quantity. We know his quality. We know what he could add, and then we add on top what Arteta can bring out of him. Bro, like, it has to come across the line, because now we've got to start getting these marquee signings to add to the talent like Timber and Tomiyasu and White and Ramsdale that we can pluck from these other teams, which you can say, oh yeah, they're decent little players here and there. Then you realize that there's so much quality in there, and now they're household names, you know. So, but we need to get these marquee signings, and it's got to start with Rice. Got to. So yeah, I guess I just hope, like you said, we can make strides this week, because it just feels like more and more the opportunity comes for the price to get pushed up. And obviously West Ham, you know, it's up for them to say we accept. And for them, I just feel like they can just push it and push it and push it until they get to a figure they're happy with. Because even if we offered 120, they might say, yeah, we want 125. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know. There are West Ham obviously in the driving seat. There's not like a figure we have to hit and they have to say, yeah, we have to sell. I just hope they're comfortable with a figure, hopefully around that 105 all in, and, you know, we can close the book on it, and then, you know, begin to really start to hypothesize about how this guy fits into our team, and we really get some stuff exciting. He's here before the tour starts and all sorts. So yeah,
it's got to be wrapped up soon. It's definitely got to be wrapped up soon. Like I say, this week. Week commencing 26th of June. Giant strides needs to be happening. By the following week, I'm trying to see Declan Rice, whatever number he's gonna have, t-shirts on sale. Like, it's gotta happen, because the season's starting. The season is coming quick,
bro. Real quick.